So Tigerlily has decided to continue being vocal regarding Loren and Alex's involvement of still being on 90 Day Fiance. Meanwhile, her and her husband were removed. Now, bear in mind, when it comes to Tigerlily and Adnan, they are a Muslim couple, and when it comes to Loren and Alex, they are a Jewish couple. So here's the thing, when you go to her story, first and foremost, she has obviously reposted another video from this account called The Political Mummy, where this person continuously keeps talking about the fact that it is not fair that the Muslim couple of Adnan and Tigerlily were removed. Meanwhile, the Jewish couple still stay on TLC, or on 90 Day Fiance. But here's the thing, folks, it's not that simple. And we're going to get into why it's not that simple. First and foremost, let's read what it says here. So as you can see, this person says in the comment section, if anybody should have been removed, it's Alex and Loren. Tigerlily comes in and says, one of my girls sent this to me, and it's exactly the level of disgust they deserve, with a snake emoji and ice emoji. Call me anything you want, but don't you ever call me a Zionist. The word belongs to thieves, to murderers, to cowards. Who hide behind victimhood while playing executioner. Anyone parading around in that label is just a smiling face of genocide, cheap, shameless, and still begging for applause. So here's the thing. Why is it not that simple? Well, here's the thing. When it came to the removal of of Tigerlily and Adnan, that is due to the fact that Adnan came out to support the actions that once upon a time were made by Hitler, and those actions were what resulted to what we call the Holocaust. So for him to come out pretty much defending that, supporting it, that is what triggered them to being removed. Because you have to remember, initially folks, okay, Tigerlily and Adnan were both very vocal on social media regarding the fact that they are pro-Palestine. They were posting things time and time again, and nobody really said anything because it wasn't a bad thing. Okay, they were just doing what they believed. It wasn't a bad thing. They wasn't removed. They were still on the show. But then the moment Adnan came out to support, defend, and pretty much say that Holocaust was whatever, that's when they got removed. When it comes to Alex and Loren, they haven't put themselves in that type of situation. They haven't put themselves in a position where they've come out to defend something that is going to shoot them in the foot. They haven't come out to say anything that was going to necessarily cause their removal. Although there was one time, of course, when they went to Israel, and obviously they were expressing the fact they want to go to Israel and they want to support their people, which, to be fair, is there anything wrong with saying that I want to go home to support my people? I mean, not necessarily, but at the same time, people also do bring up the fact that Alex did serve for the Israeli government at one point. I'm not too sure the name of the army or the organization, but I know it is an organization that is currently in this situation that is Palestine versus Israel, which of course a lot of people aren't happy with. But at the same time, this is something that he did in his past, not something that he did presently. I don't believe there's any information that's come out that Alex was ever involved with that organization during this time or any time when there was a Palestine versus Israel type situation. But again, I could be wrong, okay? Because obviously if that was the case, listen, the removal obviously has to happen, right? Yeah, it has to be equal on both sides. But here's the thing, folks. Tigerlily wasted no time by reminding us once again, I am willing to take backlash for supporting Palestine. I don't care if I'm targeted, cancelled, or denied work opportunities. Silence serves the oppressor. This face wasn't made for genocide gloss. I mean, listen. When she talks about I don't care about being targeted or cancelled or denied work opportunities, she has to remember that she didn't get cancelled because she had a voice. She got cancelled because her husband went too far. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. And then also on top of that comes out to remind us by saying some people stay silent for a check. Some of us speak because our humanity doesn't come with a price tag, and no amount of money will clean the blood off their silence. So again, her coming out to remind us once again, okay, about obviously where she stands and obviously how she feels. But here's the thing though, folks. I then got thinking, Loren is someone that is very, very vocal. Very vocal. And each time any cast members come out to say anything about her, she has been quick to want to jump to social media and to defend her case and to say how she feels. But for some reason, she hasn't done that when it comes to Tigerlily and Adnan. Because as you can see in this video here, in the stories by Tigerlily, in the first story, I'll show you again. As you can see, she's already reposting this video for the second time regarding the fact that it is not fair that they were kicked off, but Loren and Alex still stay on the show. So she's shown this video once before, This is now twice. To be fair, this may be the third time, to be fair. And then now, third or fourth time, she's also posting something else again, reference to the fact that Alex and Loren should have been removed. So this is Tigerlily pretty much declaring war at this point, right? Pretty much saying that, hey, if we're going to be removed, they have to be removed. But again, it's not that simple, purely because why? Adnan crossed the line. But here's the thing though, because Tigerlily is calling out Alex and Loren, usually Loren would have responded by now. But for some reason, Loren hasn't responded. Loren has not responded. And that is where I really got thinking, I really got thinking. I sat and I said to myself, why isn't Loren responding? Because normally, let's go to a story. Because bear in mind, the stories that were made by Tigerlily were literally about, they backdate to about 12, 13 hours ago. Obviously, you can see in the most recent post here made by Loren, none of them are revolving her responding in any shape or form towards Loren. Towards Tigerlily. Okay. Now, of course, the last post was 12 hours ago, but like I said before, last night was not the first time Tigerlily has ever come out to target Loren or Alex. She has done this before. All right. And usually, to be honest with you, when Loren is targeted by somebody else or called out by somebody else, she literally responds within freaking minutes. I mean, at latest, probably an hour, to be honest, most of the time, especially given the fact they both live in the same time zone as well. So there's no excuse, or at least similar one, shall I say. So why isn't Loren responding? So that's why it got me really thinking. I said to myself, maybe she isn't responding purely because, well, either one, she's been told that she can't. Okay, TLC have told her that she needs to stand back and not say anything, because if she engages, things can go south, which to be fair would make sense. Or two, maybe she's smart enough to not respond because she knows if she responds in a way of defending Israel or defending in a way that may look like as if she's, all about everything that Israel has been doing or has done towards Palestine, of course, then that would not look good on her part. So therefore, the removal of Alex and Loren would clearly have to happen instantly, right? The same way it happened to Tigerlily and Adnan, all right? Those are two of the reasons. It's either the company have told her not to do it, or she's chosen not to do it because she wants to play smart, okay? Or it could be another reason. The other reason, please let me know what you think the other reason could be of why Loren or Alex have not responded, but specifically Loren, because remember, she's very quick to be defensive. She's very quick to want to go to war. She's very quick to want to shut someone down who speaks her name, okay? She's a bit like, say his name and he appears. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then it is what it is. She's a bit like that kind of person. You say her name, she appears real quick. So to be fair, that did get me really thinking as well. And then also on top of that as well, even when you look at the fact that, of course, she's with Alex now, of course. And, I would say this stuff for me, in my opinion, I would argue and say that if anything, hold on a minute. Not popping up, is it? I would argue and say to you guys that for the most part, I don't believe Alex really runs his account, to be honest with you, but I thought I'd go on Alex's account anyway, and obviously the only post he had on his was the repost, of course, of his wife's. So if anything, to be honest with you, if Loren isn't going to upload anything, Alex probably isn't going to be. And again, for my opinion, I reckon that Loren probably runs his account anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? So I do feel like it is quite questionable, the fact that Loren has not responded. Okay? It's not a bad thing, but it's questionable. Either way, let me know exactly what you're thinking down below in the comment section. And most importantly, do you think that Alex and Loren should be removed? Or do you think that, well, Adam is the one that went too far, so it's justified why they got removed and why these two haven't been? Let me know your thoughts, as well as also, what do you think about Loren not responding for the first time ever? Yeah. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.